Hello guys, this is Nikhil Bansal from Illuminate Minds. Today we are going to do the program on same calendar. Let's first try to understand what exactly that we need to do in this. So I'm taking an example for my understanding that if somebody asks me which will be the next year after 2025 that will have the same calendar as 2025. So what it means that the entire calendar needs to be same. That means every date of this calendar and the answer of it, the output of it should be same. I hope you're able to understand this. Now for this, the first January of both the years, my input year as well as my output year should be same. That's one condition. The second condition that I need to meet is that both the years should be of same type. So one is same type, correct? The other is that both the years should start on the same day. So one is same type and the other is both the years should start on the same day. Correct. Same type we'll talk about later. Same day start. So what theoretically that I need to know. You can also cover this from the aptitude portion of the calendar chapter, right, where you will get to know the similar stuff. So if I have to find out the next year that will have the same calendar for 2025, mathematically what I need to do is I will assume my sum of remainders is 0 before the start of 25. Now 2025, a year which is a non-leap year, what it will give me? It will give me remainder 1. How come? 365 are the number of days in case of a non-leap year, right? 365, so 365 divided by 7 will give you 1. So I will get 1 remainder. That also means the calendar will shift by 1 day. Similarly, in case of 2026, I will get 1. 27, again I will get 1. 2028, which is a leap year, I will get remainder 2. That means the calendar will get shifted by 2 days. Similarly, in 2029, 131. Once I add these remainders and when the sum of the remainders comes out to be 7 or 14 or 21, then this year, the next year coming, will have the same calendar as 2025. I hope you are able to understand this. So 2025 एक नॉन लीप ईयर था जिसमें अपने को रिमाइंडर 1 मिला, कैलेंडर एक दिन आगे बढ़ गया. जब अपना ये सम ऑफ रिमाइंडर 7 हो जाएगा ऐड करते करते, या 14 हो जाएगा या 21 हो जाएगा, तब जब हम कंप्लीट कर लेंगे ये सम इक्वल टू 7, देन द नेक्स्ट ईयर आफ्टर दैट विल बी माय ईयर. Now the other thing that I need to notice over here is that I need to take into account that same type also. Supposedly, if this year comes out to be a leap year, let's suppose, and this year is a non-leap year, then it will not work out in my favor. Right? I need to understand that both the years should be of same type. I hope this is okay. Now, there are two parts of it. One is that we need to find out for leap year, and other we need to find out for non-leap year. So, there are two programs. So, in non-leap year thing, I will do the similar stuff. I will add all the sum of the remainders till the sum of the remainders comes out to be 7 or 14. It will never be required to go to 21. So I need to fix that if the sum of the remainders is 7 or 14, that's a case of a non-leap year. And we need to check the year, the next year after 30 is same as that of this. So I will check whether this number is divisible by 4 or not. Since this is a non-leap year, this also needs to be a non-leap year. What in case of a leap year? So let's take an example of, just a minute guys, so let's take an example of leap year now. So if I take the example of leap year, what will happen? Leap year, it's a very simple thing. After every 28 years, a leap year gets repeated. So let's say 2000 will be repeated after 28 years. So it's a pretty straightforward thing. 2028. Similarly, for 2004, it will be 2004 plus 28 is equal to 2032. Now, so the broad classification that I need to do is whether the year is a leap year or a non-leap year, correct? Whether a year is a leap year or a non-leap year. Now, which all years will be leap years and which all years will be non-leap year, that we need to understand now. Now, if I say that every 4th year is a leap year, that's a wrong thing. And we did in the other program also, right, about the leap year thing. So in case of a leap year, we need to take into account every 4th year is a leap year, but it should not be a multiple of 100. For example, 1900 is not a leap year. Similarly, 1800 is not a leap year, but for 2000 is a leap year. And so, if you talk to me like this, that every fourth year is a leap year except the ones which are not multiple of 100, except the ones which are not multiple of 100 but are multiple of 400. So year number 100 was not a leap year, 200 was not a leap year, 300 was not a leap year, 400 was leap year, 500 was not a leap year, 600 was not a leap year, 700 was not a leap year, 800 was a leap year, and apart from that every fourth year is a leap year. So for leap year thing, I will do the similar thing. Once I have identified that the year is a leap year and is a not a multiple of 100 but a multiple of 400, I will add 28 to it and I will reach to the answer. And in case of non-leap year, what I have just said, that I will add all the remainders till I get the sum equal to 7 or 14 and the other check that the year is of same type as the input year. So we will take both the things into consideration and let's start writing the code for this one. So guys, this is about same calendar. So I will write it down as same calendar, right? What I need to do next is import the math library. Right, as I told you, there are two things that we need to take care of. One is whether the year is a leap year or the year is a non-leap year. And our concept of that every fourth year is a leap year is slightly wrong. So that is completely right that every fourth year is a leap year, but the exceptions are that the year number 100, 200, 300 are not leap years. Year number 400 is a leap year. Year number 500, 600, 700 are not leap years. So we need to treat them as non-leap years, and the multiple of 400 we need to take it as leap year. So we need to take care of this. We need to define a function that will work in case of non-leap year. Okay. So we'll define a function here that will take the input in case of a non-leap year. We will handle leap year manually. That will be perfectly okay. So let's move to some the other point, the major part of the function. How we'll start the program? We'll start with the program as something like we'll take the input. We'll take the input z, which needs to we need to define what is this input is all about. So what we'll do over here, we'll say enter the year, and we need to define the format also. Enter the year in format ZZZZ, that the 4-digit format that the user needs to input the year, correct? So after this, what I need to do, I need to check, guys, look carefully over here, Z percentage 4, that means I'm looking for the remainder, right? If Z percentage 4 is not equal to 0, then I will call the non-leap year function. So that's perfectly okay. So anything which is not divisible by 4, it's a non-leap year, correct? And else if I need to check, but there can be other years like year number 100, 1900, which can also be non-leap year. So I need to check for that. If when Z gets divided by 100, and if this is divisible, then there's a chance that this year can be year 100, 200, 300 or 400, right? So I need to check for this, and if that's the case, I will again check that if Z by 400 gives me the remainder, gives me the remainder 0, then this is a case of leap year. I hope you're able to understand this. So I will print that. So I know that 28th year after the leap year is going to be just have the same calendar. So let's say year 2000, year 2000 will be repeated in 2028. So if it is a leap year, it's a straightforward thing. You add 28 to it and you'll get the answer of the same calendar. So Z plus 28 is the year will have same calendar as the inputted year Z. Correct? So that's the case. If that's not, so if Z is divisible by 100 and is giving me the remainder 0, then I need to pass this test for the leap year, else it's a non-leap year. Right, guys? So else it's a non-leap year, so I need to call the function for the function that I will define a little later on. So I will call this non-leap year function that will run. Next is the last case. So we have covered both the cases of non-leap year. We have covered one case for the leap year, but there are other cases also that every fourth year is a leap year one. So I need to take care of that. So else, so the only thing left are the rest of the year of the type 4K. Correct? So what I will do, I will again copy this from here, and if anything which is of the 4K format, year number 1904, year number 1908, year number 2020, so all will be covered in this else condition. So everything is done apart from this function that I need to take care of. Now what I will do over here, so I will take start a counter that will add all the remainders of each of the years, as I told in the theory that in case of a non-leap year, my sum of remainders will get added by 1. In case of a leap year, the sum of the remainders will get appended or increased by 2. Right. Now what? I need to run a loop. Okay, as I told you, in case of non-leap year also, we need not check till endlessly, because if there is an answer, and there will be an answer, that will be in the next 11 years. Right, so the maximum possible answer is plus 11. So I will run a loop from Z to Z plus 1. That should be good enough to find the answer. And next is that, sorry, not print. I will take the integral value of K percentage 4. So this will have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, because I will run this loop only in case of 0, 1, 2, 3, right? So now what? So, but it is a possibility because I will run through certain number of years, right? In which if I'm passing through a non-leap year, then there's a possibility of getting 1. I am passing through a leap year as same as the example that I did over in the theory thing. So if I'm passing through 2024, I will add 2. So I need to check the year that I'm passing through is a leap year or a non-leap year. Correct, guys? If P is equal to 1 or P equal to 2 or P equal to 3, then what? I will add the counter as I told you in case of a non-leap year. I will increase the counter by 1, else I will increase the counter by 2. Correct? Or I could have done it in other ways also. P is equal to 0, then I should have added by 2, else by 1. Right? That's one thing. Next is the other condition. Now, if the summation or if the summation counter has reached 2, if the summation counter has reached to a multiple of 7, then I need to stop and call the next year, which will have the same calendar as the inputted year. But before that, I need to also take care of that the year that I'm trying to claim, that the next year that I'm trying to claim as my answer is not a leap year. Why? Because if it's a leap year, then there's a problem. The problem is that within this function, I'm going when it's a non-leap year is my input, right? So for a non-leap year, a leap year cannot be an output. I hope you are able to understand this thing. So a leap year and a non-leap year cannot have the same calendar. So I need to check if the year that I'm trying to claim is a leap year, then I need to move to the increase the counter further and not stop over here. Correct. So if the next year that I'm trying to claim, so I will cover the years as I did in the 2025 example. So till the time I will keep on doing it till the time I get the summation 7, and once I get the summation 7, the next year I will claim it as to have the same calendar as the inputted year. I hope it's okay. Now what? I need to check if, so if this that is not the case, then I will check for summation. If s is equal to 7 or s is equal to 14, it will never go beyond that, right? So s is equal to 7 or s is equal to 14, then I need to print k plus 1 is the year, correct guys? K plus 1 is the year, will have the same calendar. So I need to print within inverted colon, we will have the same calendar as year Z. Correct guys? Now what? That's it. And I think I should break from the loop now. That's it. I think, and we'll check for the critical inputs also, right? So there is syntax, but before syntax, I will clear all. So I will run the loop once again. So pk plus 1, there is an error over here. So I have not used the braces. I think that's okay. Now anything else? No. Clear. Now run it again. So I need to, just a minute. I will take, and now I will do this again. So enter the year in the format ZZZ. First, I will try for 2000. That's one of the important things I need to check. 2028, perfectly okay. Now I need to check for another one, that is 2024 plus 28. That's perfectly okay. The next I need to try for a non-leap year 2023, 2034. That seems to be perfectly okay. The next that I need to try is 1900, because there is a possibility of an error in this case, right? So 1900, yes. So all the critical inputs are working fine. So that's it guys. Thank you.